to another edition of Buckeye's Brainiacs Bowl, brought to you by Owens Community College. I'm your host, Mason Lowry. We are so delighted every week to welcome in some of the best and brightest in Northwest Ohio. I know Lake, the Flyers, they've got some of the best and brightest. We welcome in some of the best of just outright Northern Ohio, too. The Danbury Lakers, they've made the hour's drive to the studio here in Northwood for the chance to participate. And while they get their buzzers ready for the opening buzz-in round, let's let these guys introduce themselves.
Kane Forrest, Jr.
Joey Zhang, freshman.
Catherine Wilkins, freshman.
Wyatt Roski, sophomore.
Nathan Compton, senior.
Astrid Hoblob, senior.
Miles McDonald, junior.
Eva Hoblob, sophomore.
Ethan McDonald, sophomore.
Miranda Erdstinian, sophomore.
Austin Frank, sophomore.
Welcome to the Buzzin' Round. In the buzz-in round, both teams will have their buzzers in hand. Teams buzzing in and answering correctly will receive 10 points. If they answer incorrectly, they will lose 10 points. Good luck.
Off we go then to the buzz-in round, which is reminders brought to you by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County. And a reminder, guys, at the end of this round and every subsequent round, you will hear this sound. There we go. Hands on buzzers. 3 minutes starts now. To both teams, good luck. Soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo now plays for Al Nassr in what Middle Eastern country? Danbury.
Saudi Arabia.
Correct. What American scientist who classified lenticular, elliptical, and spiral galaxies in his tuning fork diagram names a constant that describes the rate of expansion of the universe? Anything? We'll move on from that. It's Edwin Hubble. A representative from what southwestern state wrote a letter to Merrick Garland about voter intimidation in the state's most populous city? It's Arizona. What river's heavy pollution helped spark the environmental movement after catching fire in 1969 and flows through Cleveland? Danbury.
Cuyahoga.
Correct. A town called Truth or Consequences in what U.S. state is named after a TV game show? Nothing? It's a game show from way before your time. It's New Mexico. What team lost Super Bowl 34 to the Rams after Kevin Dyson was tackled 1 yard short? Danbury.
Tennessee Titans.
Correct. What river's middle portion is known as the Pioneer Valley and contains Amherst and Springfield, Mass? We'll move on. It's Connecticut, the Connecticut River. Name the reptiles that make up Medusa's hair. Danbury.
Snakes.
Correct. What region known for its marshland and brackish water where MetLife Stadium and the American Dream Mall are also found? Danbury.
New Jersey.
What region?
Oh, New England.
No, sorry. Lake? Oh, beg pardon. I've done it again. You cannot steal in this round. That's in the final challenge. Name the philosophy centered on hedonism, often contrasted with stoicism. Give up. It's Epicureanism. What actor played the protagonist Dante Reyes in Fast X and the title underwater superhero in Aquaman? Danbury.
Jason Momoa.
Correct. On what fictional island does the Reverend Wilbert Audrey's Railway series books take place? It's the Isle of Sodor. Which kingdom constructed the Library of Ashurbanipal? It's the Assyrian Empire. Name the condition that results in characteristic crescent-shaped erythrocytes in its sickle cell form. Danbury.
Sickle cell anemia.
Anemia is correct. What? And that's time. Danbury, good start to this one. We were told that one of you would get the sports questions right, and wouldn't you know it, there were a ton of sports questions in that opening round. Lake, I wish you better luck in the volley round, which we'll have right after this.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College. Your success starts here. Apply today at owens.edu.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Are you looking for a life-changing opportunity? Check out Owens Community College, the powerhouse choice for your higher education. Owens offers more than 160 innovative programs, including the region's #1 nursing program and the nation's only accredited MRI associate degree. And Owens has so much more: technical and performing arts, culinary arts, skilled trades, and public safety. Get started today. Learn how Owens will impact your life. Apply today. Your success starts here.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college. Welcome to the volley round. The volley round, the first question goes to the team with the lowest score. If they answer correctly, they are awarded 10 points, and the next question goes to the opposing team. If any team answers a question incorrectly, the opposing team gets a chance to answer that question and still receive their question. Good luck.
Time now for the volley round, where the questions go back and forth. And Lake, 50 points down to Danbury. You get a crack at the first question. And remember, the questions will alternate. If the team whose question it is does not answer correctly or doesn't answer at all, you get the chance to steal, even. Got all that? Off we go then. Your 3 minutes begins now, and the first question is for Lake. What French post-impressionist painted a variety of still lifes and the card players?
Pass.
Danbury?
Monet.
Paul Cézanne. Danbury, this is for you. A soda called Ramune from what country is sealed with a marble instead of a cap?
Pass.
Lake?
Japan.
Japan is correct. Lake, what South African author wrote about Hallie, Sam, and Willie in Master Harold and the Boys?
Pass.
Danbury?
Pass.
Athol Fugard. Danbury, which rebellion of impoverished and dissatisfied backcountry farmers unsuccessfully targeted the Springfield Armory?
Pass.
Lake?
Pass.
Shays Rebellion. Lake, Spam is especially popular on what Japanese island home to a U.S. military base?
Fukushima.
No. Danbury?
Okinawa.
Okinawa is correct, and this question is for you. What city's international airport lies in a neighboring state's Boone County, and its airport code references the suburb of Covington?
Cincinnati.
Correct. Lake, name the Canadian short story writer of The Moons of Jupiter.
Pass.
Danbury?
Pass.
Alice Munro. Danbury, what Hollywood star accidentally killed a cinematographer during the filming of the movie Rust?
Alec Baldwin.
Correct. Lake, what Iberian country sent Vasco da Gama to reach India and colonize Brazil?
Spain.
Sorry, no. Danbury?
Portugal.
Correct. Danbury, 9 of the 61 U.S. national parks are located in what state?
Ohio.
No, sorry, Lake?
New York.
No, it's California. Lake, name this operation which is equal to AD minus BC in a 2x2 matrix.
Cube.
No, sorry. Danbury?
Pass.
It's the determinant. Danbury, what industry once dominated by Andrew Carnegie produces an alloy of iron often used in construction?
Steel.
Correct. Lake, name the Sumerian goddess of love and war.
Athena.
Sorry, no. Danbury?
Iana.
Correct, or Ishtar. Danbury, and we're all out of time. Well, Lake, you've gotten on the board. That's the good news. The bad news is Danbury did really, really well in that round again. They're on 110, up 100 points on Lake, but it can all turn around in the lightning round. Lake will take the first crack at it when we come back.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college.
It's a new season, and the BCSN student section of the season chain is on the line. Student sections rise up. The battle is on. Student section of the week is presented by Unison Health. Join us from the Owens Media Desk every Friday night during Game Day Nation as we showcase the student section of the week.
Never miss a moment on the all-new BCSN Plus app. Available now.
From the BCSN team, you know and trust, Ice Check has your hockey team covered all winter long.
We have the highlights, interviews, and stories.
With insight and commentary you can't find anywhere else. From December all the way to the state championship in March, we will feature high school teams, Bowling Green and the Walleye. Ice Check, presented by Owens Community College, Tuesday nights at 10 on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
BCSN has you covered.
And that's a tough angle off the spin.
James, the freshman, underneath to Kowalczyk, stuffs it through. Your home for the best in local high school sports all winter long.
Behind the back, dribble all the way.
That's what we've been waiting to see.
Oh, nice. Look at double leg blast.
Oh, look out. Another chance here. Goes back up two.
Get it all with the BCSN Plus app on the App Store and on Google Play. BCSN Plus, powered by Buckeye Broadband.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is brought to you in part by Unison Health and the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board of Lucas County, reminding you that it's your time, your choice. Welcome to the Lightning Round. In the Lightning Round, each team gets 3 minutes to answer as many questions as possible. 10 points will be awarded for each correct answer. This round will begin with the team that has the lowest score. Good luck.
Well, time for the lightning round, and we'll see if Lake, going first here, can make up for lost time. The floor is yours for the next 3 minutes. Answer as many questions as quickly as you can. Good luck. Your first question begins now. What phrase sung by Timon and Pumbaa originates from "There are no troubles" in Swahili?
Hakuna Matata.
Correct. Name this French thinker who wrote Of Grammatology.
Pass.
Jacques Derrida. A ballet by what composer features characters like Uncle Drosselmeyer and the Mouse King?
The Nutcracker.
Ballet by what composer? The composer was Tchaikovsky. In Alliance, Nebraska, there is a recreation of what prehistoric monument made out of cars?
Pass.
It's called Carhenge, so Stonehenge. What state's new flag, adopted in 2024, depicts the North Star as well as 2 different shades of blue?
Pass.
Minnesota. Name the West Coast university where Philip Zimbardo conducted its namesake prison experiment in Palo Alto.
Pass.
Did it at Stanford. What city is the southernmost capital city of a sovereign state in the world?
Pass.
To Wellington in New Zealand. What queen defeated the Spanish Armada, sponsored Shakespeare, and was often called the Virgin Queen?
Queen Elizabeth.
Which one?
The second.
Picked wrong. Elizabeth I. What operation given two numbers gives the largest number which goes into both of them evenly?
Greatest common factor.
Correct. Nicely done. In 2016, Clarence Thomas did what during a Supreme Court hearing for the first time in 10 years?
Stand up.
No, he spoke, or more detailed, asked a question, which never happens. Yu Tsun kills Stephen Albert in what author's short story, The Garden of Forking Paths?
Pass.
Borges. Name this astronomer who disputed the geocentric model in On the Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres.
Pass.
Copernicus. Kazan lies on what river that gives part of Stalingrad's modern name and is considered Russia's national river?
Pass.
The Volga. What conflict led to Francisco Franco seizing power?
Iberian conflict?
No, the Spanish Civil War. In Japanese mythology, Amaterasu Omikami is the goddess of what?
Pass.
The sun. What ruler was killed by the forces of Hernan Cortez during the Spanish conquest of the Aztec Empire?
Pass.
Montezuma. 25% of the world's oil flows through what choke point? And time is up. You got some really tough questions in that round, guys. I'm sorry. Sometimes that's just the way the game works. It's down to Danbury now with an 80-point lead. We'll see if they can extend that in the next 3 minutes, which begins now. Which author opened a collection with the line, "Who, if I cried out, would hear me among the angelic orders"?
Pass.
Rilke. Name this book, which warns against the dangers of DDT and was written by Rachel Carson.
Pass.
Silent Spring. What Austrian thinker originated the idea of children having unconscious sexual desire for their parents, which he termed the Oedipus complex?
Sigmund Freud.
Correct. Name this French author who defended Alfred Dreyfus in J'accuse.
Pass.
Émile Zola. What country's independence would come after the Treaty of Constantinople and the Battle of Navarino, leading to a crushing defeat for the Ottoman Empire?
Turkey.
Greece. What country has the largest amount of Japanese people outside of Japan?
America.
Brazil. Anvil cells made from what material can create millions of atmospheres of pressure?
Pass.
Diamonds. In what country was the Caesar salad invented?
America.
Mexico. What Texas billionaire got almost 19% of the popular vote in the 1992 presidential election?
Pass.
Ross Perot. Name this anthropologist who wrote Coming of Age in Samoa.
Pass.
Margaret Mead. The largest independent one of what business is in Portland, Oregon, and is named for Walter Powell?
Nike. Or shoe manufacturing.
It's a bookstore. The lyrics to the song Turn, Turn, Turn by the Byrds, a big hit in the mid-1960s, are taken from what book in the Old Testament?
John.
Ecclesiastes. What rotund, buffoonish comic relief character appears in 3 Shakespeare plays and is eulogized in a 4th?
Pass.
Falstaff. Tux the Penguin is the logo of what operating system?
Linux.
Correct. What Native American first appeared on a U.S. gold dollar coin in the year 2000?
Sacagawea.
Correct. What European capital city was home to an eponymous turn-of-the-century secession movement?
Prague.
Vienna. Darryl Strawberry holds what National League franchise's career home run record?
Pass.
It's the New York Mets. A formation of what rock named for the Burgess Pass contains many fossils from the Cambrian period?
Pass.
Shale. Using falsifiability to demarcate what field was proposed by Karl Popper?
Pass.
Science. What title character kills herself at the end of an Ibsen play?
Pass.
Hedda. By population, what is the smallest U.S. state capital?
Cheyenne.
Montpelier. Which American statesman was appointed Secretary of State in the corrupt bargain of 1828 and was a longtime representative from Kentucky, commonly referred to as the Great Compromiser?
Henry Clay.
Correct. Name the fictional crime boss played by James Gandolfini who enjoys capicola and seeks therapy from Jennifer Melfi.
Pass.
Tony Soprano. And that's time. Well, you were able to increase your lead a bit, Danbury. Now 150 to 30 over Lake, but there's 4 minutes left in the final challenge round, and it's coming up after these messages.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College. Your success starts here. Apply today at owens.edu.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
It's a new season, and the BCSN student section of the season chain is on the line. Student sections rise up. The battle is on. Student section of the week is presented by Unison Health. Join us from the Owens Media Desk every Friday night during Game Day Nation as we showcase the student section of the week.
Never miss a moment on the all-new BCSN Plus app. Available now.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
When you're injured in a car accident, handling all the pieces can be overwhelming. There are hospital bills, lost wages, let alone insurance companies calling nonstop pressuring you. When injured in an accident, you are not alone. We have the experience to handle all the pieces of your car accident, so you don't have to. Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. We're on your side.
We're attorneys with Gallon, Tackus, and Boysenall.
Call us. We can help.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college. This is the final challenge. Now it's time for the final challenge. Teams will once again have their buzzers in hand. Any team buzzing in with a correct answer will receive 10 points. If the team that buzzed in answers incorrectly, the opposing team gets a chance to answer that same question and gain 10 points. Good luck.
Time now for the final challenge round, and we'll see if Lake can overturn a big deficit here. They're down by 120 points, but I've got faith in these guys that they can find a way to keep it close. This final challenge round is brought to you by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County. 4 minutes on the clock this time. Remember, if a team buzzes in and answers incorrectly, the other team can steal. And let's do it. The 4 minutes starts now. YouTube's oldest video features what city's zoo in Balboa Park? Danbury.
San Antonio.
Sorry, no. Lake?
San Diego.
San Diego is correct. Ray Gun failed at breakdancing during what 2024 sporting event held in Paris? Lake.
The Olympics.
Correct. What mafic rock makes up most of the oceanic crust? Danbury.
Igneous.
Sorry, no. Lake.
Metamorphic.
Basalt, specifically, is what we're looking for. Mike Parson serves as the governor of what state? Danbury.
Illinois.
No. Lake?
Pennsylvania.
No, it's Missouri. What English poet of the 1800s wrote Claribel, Mariana, and the Charge of the Light Brigade? Danbury.
Dickens.
No, sorry. Lake?
Pass.
Alfred Lord Tennyson. What region along the New Jersey side of the Hudson River consists of tall geological cliffs? Nothing? We'll move on. It's the Palisades. Name the literary device that is designed to lead readers to a false conclusion.
Plot twist.
No, sorry. Danbury? It's a red herring. A red herring. What leader allowed criticism in the 100 Flowers campaign and launched the Great Leap Forward as first chairman of the Chinese Communist Party? Danbury.
Zhou Enlai.
No, sorry. Lake?
Mao Zedong.
Correct. It's Mao. 10 points for Lake. Who gave the Checkers speech on television and later famously proclaimed, "I am not a crook"? Anyone? To Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon. Whose film The Room is considered by some to be the worst movie of all time? Danbury?
Rotten Tomatoes.
No. Lake?
Pass.
It was made by and starring Tommy Wiseau. What a terrible movie. What is the name of Neptune's only moon? Anything? The only moon of Neptune is Triton. Who established the University of Virginia and helped pass the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom? Danbury.
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. Under Erich Honecker's rule, what communist country had over 2 million informants for the Stasi, its secret police? Danbury.
East Germany.
East Germany is correct. On what long-running children's program would viewers take a trolley to the land of make-believe? Lake.
Daniel Rogers. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is correct. What country coronated Victoria as Queen of India in Delhi? Danbury.
India.
What company?
Dutch East India Company.
East India Company, correct. Which state's Trans-Pecos region contains Big Bend National Park and its Permian Basin is the most productive oil field in the U.S.? Danbury.
Colorado.
Sorry. Lake?
Alaska.
No, it's Texas. What Platonic dialogue containing the allegory of the cave argues that philosopher kings would be the ideal rulers of a city-state? Lake? We'll move on. We're moving on anyway. It's the Republic, and that's the end of the show. Danbury, excellent job, guys. 180 points. You played exceptionally well, especially early on. You built up that big lead. And Lake, I know I already said it. This is one of those games where sometimes the questions just don't go your way. It's the luck of the draw. Thanks for being here. It was wonderful to have you, and I know it's not a very long drive home for you guys. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time on Buckeye's Brainiacs Bowl. So long.